Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We invite you to watch the English and Chinese programs on Central Television Channel of my province. On June 23rd, in Hanoi, General Secretary To Lam presented the Politburo decision on the attachment of the Central Committee on Vietnam Fatherland Front. Regarding the key tasks in the coming time, Comrade Do Văn Kiến, Chairman of Central Committee of Vietnam Fatherland Front, said, the Standing Committee of the Party Committee of the Vietnam Fatherland Front and Central Organization will continue to lead the effective operation of new organization while continuing to review and streamline the apparatus, perfecting regulations and rules to ensure smooth, effective, and efficient operation at all three levels, strengthening the gathering and mobilization of people from all walks of life, ethnic groups, religions, and etc. to promote the traditional strength of the great national unity bloc, unanimity, joins hand effectively implement major campaigns. Entering the final working week of the 9th sessions of the 15th National Assembly, on June 23rd, the National Assembly discussed in the hall the draft resolution of the National Assembly on a mechanism to handle difficulties and obstacles caused by legal regulations. At the discussion session, delegates commented on the scope of regulation and the criteria for determining difficulties and obstacles caused by legal regulations. Delegates stated that clarifying the criteria will enable quick, timely, focused handling. However, it's necessary to supplement and research some principles when handling difficulties, highly appreciating the draft resolution for selecting typical groups of obstacles that have a wide impact to remove, such as the payment method for BT projects, instruction on applying bidding regulations. To reduce the impact of cervical cancer, in recent years, various departments and localities in the United have implemented multiple solutions, especially enhancing screening and early detection recorded in Biên Hòa City. Many women have gone to Crossroad Health Station for health checkups. Here, medical staff have promoted, advised, and guided women to improve their knowledge about cervical cancer. Ms. Yun Thị Hương said, I go for regular checkups like this to detect early. If I have the disease, I can treat it better and get advice from doctors to learn from experience and take good precautions. Ms. Nguyễn Thị Kim Thoa said, being able to come here for a health check and cancer screening right on the spot is what women really want because it's close and saves travel times. Implementing cervical cancer prevention project in recent times, Biên Hòa City has focused on communication work on the causes and prevention measures of the disease. At the same time, implementing screening activities for women aged 40 to 54. Ms. Trần Thị Ngọc Hiền said this year the medical center organized cervical cancer screening at 25 wards and common health stations with a total of 1,004 registered women. We use acetic acid, also known as VIA, to observe the cervix. Cervical cancer screening is an important measure to detect the disease at an early stage, prevent the disease from progressing. At the same time, when treating it, it will be ultimately effective, helping to reduce the risk of death. Vietnam's economic growth rate is much higher than that of other countries in the region. This is the assessment of Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, at the announcement of this year's Vietnam Economic Report held last week. OECD experts all commented that Vietnam is one of the countries with the fastest growth rate in the world, and will continue to maintain this momentum this year and in the following years. In the context of economy expected to face difficulties, experts have said that in order to stimulate domestic consumption, it is possible to aim for a deeper reduction for some items while implementing indirect solutions. In recent times, the textile and garment industry has promoted the development of export markets in parallel with the development of the domestic market. Many Vietnamese textile and garment enterprises have built their brands on e-commerce channels with an increasing proportion. According to the Vietnam Textile and Apparel Association, in the first 5 months of 2025, the textile and garment industry achieved a total export turnover of $17.8 billion, an increase of 10% over the same period in 2024. The rapid growth rate of enterprises is quite good. In the coming time, head start and government enterprises will focus on a group of solutions to stabilize the market, increase efficiency, and differentiate products. Specifically, stabilize existing export markets, explore new markets, make the most of existing production capacity, control cost well, develop unique products, create unique values. In Đồng prolonged rains have created favorable conditions for some pests and diseases to begin to appear, affecting the growth of summer-autumn rice plants recorded in Cẩm Mỹ district. At this time, summer-autumn rice plants is about 30 days old. Thanks to good care and reasonable fertilization, most of rice areas are growing stably. However, the humid weather condition and lack of sunlight after prolonged rains have caused some rice areas to show signs of infection with blast disease and leaf burn caused by fungi and bacteria. Mr. Vivian An say, when the weather is rainy, rice plants are susceptible to bacterial infection and rice plants develop strongly. If it's rain while flowering, many rice grains will be empty. Heavy rain also causes more pests and diseases to appear. Mr. Vivian first say, heavy rain causes root rot and yellow leaves to spread very fast. Without proper control, we fail low use or even a total crop failure. The summer-autumn crop, the whole Cẩm Mỹ district planted more than 6,000 hectares of various crops, of which the main crop is corn, with about 5,000 hectares. Rice accounts for nearly 700 hectares. Mr. Ngô Văn Truyền Lâm say, to prevent the spread of disease, it is possible to limit nitrogen fertilizer allocation, not spray foliar fertilizer on rice plant, and increase potassium fertilizer. Despite many difficulties due to erratic weather, with proactiveness from start allocation and application of technical advances in production, farmers in the Cẩm Mỹ district expect to have a productive summer-autumn crop.